I worked in banking for 15 years. During that time, I saw a lot of strange things. But one moment stands out as the most awkward experience I've ever had sitting behind a bank desk. One day, a customer tried to bribe me, and it happened in a way that honestly felt like something straight out of a movie. For those who don't know, when you work in banking, you deal with all kinds of situations. Some customers are great, some are stressed about money, and occasionally, you run into something that makes you think, did that really just happen? This was one of those moments. This happened during a normal workday. A customer came in to talk about a loan, nothing unusual at first. We sat down at my desk and started reviewing the application. Everything seemed pretty standard, but as we kept talking, I could tell he was getting a little impatient about the approval process, which is normal. Loans take time. Banks have to review credit, income, and several other factors before making a decision. But then something happened that I definitely didn't expect. At one point in the conversation, he slowly slid something across the desk toward me. At first I thought it might be paperwork, maybe a document I needed to review. So I looked down to see what it was. It was a stack of cash, about $500. He leaned in slightly and quietly said, "This is just to help move things along." For a second, I honestly didn't know if he was joking. It felt like something you'd see in a movie. But this was real life, and it was happening right at my desk. So one pushed the money back toward him and told him very clearly, "I can't accept that. Bank employees can't take money from customers like that. And we definitely don't have the power to approve loans ourselves. Everything goes through a process." But he looked at me like he didn't believe me. Then he said something that made the situation even more uncomfortable. He said, "Come on, everyone has a price." At that moment, I realized he was completely serious. So one pushed the money back across the desk again and said, "No, that's not how this works." For a moment, he just sat there quietly. Then he slowly grabbed the cash and said something that surprised me. He said, "Oh, I thought this is how things worked." That's when I realized something. Some people genuinely think banks operate like they do in the movies, where you can just slide money across the table and make things happen faster. But real banks don't work that way. After that, the rest of the meeting was extremely quiet. Probably the quietest loan appointment I've ever had. We finished reviewing his application the normal way. No shortcuts, no help moving things along, just the standard banking process. And in my 15 years working in banks, that was the first and only time someone tried to bribe me. Working in banking teaches you something interesting about people. Money can make situations emotional, stressful, and sometimes even awkward. But every once in a while, you get a story you'll never forget. And this was definitely one of them. If you enjoy real stories from inside the banking world, subscribe to the channel. Because after 15 years working in banks, trust me, there are plenty more sea stories to tell.